Hey guys, I'm alive. Despite what life has been throwing at me, I am still alive. Anyways, thanks for watching. It's been, I think, over a week since I posted a video, so I'll talk about what's been going on with that. But first things first, we'll get the good old housekeeping goodies out of the way. Today I am smoking that wonderful, beautiful Chris Harriet pot-shaped pipe. And in it, I have, there it is, 4th generation 1982. This is the, what is it? It's their Virginia Cavendish Burley with vanilla and blackberry topping on it. And it is delightful. Somebody commented on the video when I smoked this for the first time, and based on the comment, I went back to the video to see what I was talking about in it, and I've just had a craving for this since, so here we are. And this is my first smoke, and probably since the last video, honestly. So Josh, pipe up north, no adverse effects from a week off. Just to answer your question from another video previously. So, anyways, this is going to be a little mixed bag of a video. Where have I been? So last Thursday, my son came home from swim practice after school in a very grumpy mood, and we took his temperature, and he had a fever. And we had some concerns. I'll probably do a rehash video of it on this channel. I did a video on my son was diagnosed with periodic fever syndrome. That was on my other channel. And I did a video on this channel when we were in the city with the weird hotel room and nonsense concrete jungle stuff. But anyways, so we got his tonsils out, which was supposed to hopefully fix the periodic fever syndrome. And so when he got a fever, for the last 2 years or so, anytime he's had a fever, for the most part, it's been due to that. And so we were kind of paranoid that the tonsil removal didn't fix that. Why do I bother? Why do I bother with a Bic? I just gotta figure out what pocket I put my lighter in. Probably the one that's open, dummy. Anyways. The way to stop those fevers was to give him a dose of prednisone. And the doctors always said that if prednisone made the fever go away for good, or a long time, then that's what it was. And if it wasn't that, then it would just sort of mask it for a little while, and then the fever would come back. And his fever came back. So he missed school on Friday. He had a fever over 101 Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Monday was a holiday, Martin Luther King Day. So doctors weren't open. Finally got him into the doctor on Tuesday. And turns out he has the flu. So he's missed school all week this week. He was almost about to go today. He woke up without a fever. I didn't have one last night, so that was good. And then I left for work. My wife was going to take him. And this pretty much right after I left, he went to go lay back down in bed and promptly passed out. And slept until 11 o'clock. So for context, I left at 7:30 this morning. And he had woken up when he heard me getting up. Fever went up again to 102. So he seems good now since he woke up from that very long morning nap. So we'll see. It's funny, he actually wants to go back to school. So it's not him avoiding it. So maybe he'll get back tomorrow for the last day of the week. I don't know. We will see. So that's that. So he's got the fever, the flu. And then starting, let's see, what day was that? Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. My wife was having a hard time breathing. And as you can see behind me, it snowed. We had some snow. Temperatures have been frigid. It's another reason I haven't been out smoking a pipe as well, is because it's just too damn cold for that nonsense. Today it's a balmy 26 right now, so that's pretty nice. Sometimes her asthma kicks up when it's really cold, so we thought it was that. But the inhaler nonsense, once you take a puff of your inhaler, it's only good for a month. So, of course, holiday weekend, she didn't have an inhaler. So Monday, I went up to work to plow all this nonsense. I took off after that, brought her to urgent care to get an inhaler. And while she was there, they did a test. I thought my son just had a cold, but they did a test on her and she tested positive for the flu. And so that's why Tuesday we took my son. So they've both been out sick the whole week. So I've been taking care of them, simultaneously working both jobs. So I've just been ducking out of work, my main job, a little bit early every day. Come home and take care of them a little bit more between going back to my second job. So while trying to avoid the flu. Yeah. So it's been a fun week. I called my doctor. I called my doctor on Tuesday as well. When my wife tested positive for flu. And I've been so run down. I haven't been feeling great, but so I called my doctor on Tuesday as well. And I said, hey, wifey and son both have the flu, and I'm trying to not catch it and all. Could I get a script for Tamiflu? Now, I was told that he does not believe in Tamiflu. He doesn't believe it's effective in any way, so he would not write a script for it. which, mind you, this is a doctor. If you go and visit him because you've had a headache, you'll walk out with like 3 prescriptions. But Tamiflu is where he draws the line. Crazy. So, I've been doing my best to try to not get sick. And so yesterday, I found a health spa. Yeah, I know. I look like a spa type, don't I? Yeah. Well, this health spa does IV treatments, and they had a couple options for immune system boost IVs, and I made an appointment. They had appointments day of, so I left work middle of the day, went and got an IV, and I'm hoping that'll, between that and everything else I've been doing, I'll be okay. My son's nearing the end of it, so hopefully my wife will be too soon. So it's been an interesting week on that front. I left work early today because my dog has been a nuisance, and he needed to go to the dog park. So I was just at the dog park for about an hour with him, and I said, damn it, I need a minute to myself, so here I am. So yeah, fun week. It's been a fun week. Let's see how many times I forget which pocket I put the damn lighter in. So that's that. Yeah, it's been an interesting week. As far as books go, what I've been reading, not too much has changed since the last video. I haven't had much free time to read anything. The only thing that has changed, I finished the audio of, it's called The Rainbow by D.H. Lawrence. I mentioned in a previous video, it's kind of like a slice of life over 3 generations story. And if it ended with the 2nd generation, I probably would have given it like a 4 stars out of 5. But by the time the 3rd generation wrapped up, I was pretty over the book. Nothing bad. It was just, all right, ready to move on to something a little bit different. So that's wrapped up and finished. And I'll show you this one. I'm about 2 minutes away from wrapping this one up. Literally 2 minutes of audio left. I know, I should have finished it. The Art of Danish Living by Mike Viking. This is 4th, 5th book by Mike Viking. He writes about, he's Danish, and he writes, he's the head CEO of the Happiness Institute in Copenhagen. And he writes several books about happiness, and what makes Danish culture so, why the Norwegian countries in general score the highest on happiness ratings. So this one is how the world's happiest people find joy at work. There's a lot of really good stuff in this book. I also love the way these books are designed, honestly. There's lots of writing, lots of good pictures. That's all writing. That's not very fun. Little hints and tips from studies from around the world. Great book. I have all of his stuff. That just came out December 31st, so I thought it was going to be a day one read, but I'm almost done with it, so pretty good stuff. Definitely recommend anything by Mike Viking. And just to show you guys again, if you're interested, its name's spelled a little bit weird, but The Little Book of Huga is the one that was his first book. He's sort of the most well known for that. He's also got a book on memory and all that kind of stuff as well. There's a lot of great stuff in this book about happiness and work, and not necessarily believing in work-life balance. How that saying is sort of full of crap. He's a pretty funny guy too, so great stuff. If you YouTube him, you can watch some videos, some interviews with him and whatnot. He did a TED Talk on happiness as well. Lots of great stuff. So highly recommend checking him out. Yeah, so I'm almost done with that one. I have no idea what I'm going to start reading next. So I've got I'll do a reads tomorrow, an actual reads video tomorrow, books and stuff. I was pretty sure that my whole seating area out here was going to be covered in snow and ice, and it was, so I didn't want to bring too much out by way of paper. Everything's sitting in a duffel bag on the snow right now, so good stuff. One quick thing I want to talk about. We'll sort of end the video with this. For those of you in the U.S., inauguration went by. It is done. I think there's a lot of paranoia about something massive happening. So that seems to have gone off rather smoothly. It's great watching all the news outlets trying to find all these things that they can start attacking Trump and his party on. And watching, I'm friends on social media with a lot of different people, but I do come from a environmentalist background, so obviously lots of left-leaning friends and acquaintances, and watching everyone parrot these bullshit news articles that are coming out. There's the one about Trump being sworn in before his hand was on the Bible, and how he's actually not, professing Christian because he wouldn't put his hand on the Bible and all that kind of nonsense. So that's pretty fun to watch people parrot that one. Oh yeah, the other great one. Elon Musk giving the Nazi salute, apparently. Okay, sure. That just cracks me up. So, Greg, Tunnel Take, your graphic of all the Democrats that have done the reaching your hand out and thanks to everybody meme. Thank you for that one. It's just, if you haven't seen it, just search on his channel. It's not a video. He's posted a whole bunch of memes and stuff, and it's Hillary, Obama, Biden, Harris, I think, all of them doing the same thank you salute that Musk did. So thank you for that. Good stuff. If I mention you in this video, I'll just tag you just for kicks, but so, watching everyone parrot that. I'm loving watching. This is interesting. If you haven't seen any of this yet, there's a Mike Pence backed group that's trying to smear Kennedy some more because they get a lot of money from the medical industry. So we've got Pence with his little bit of a vendetta against Trump now. And he's got a group that's trying to block Kennedy from getting nominated for HHS. So that's kind of amusing. Yeah. So just watching a lot of the silliness that's happening with politics. It's kind of amusing. What else was there? And again, you know, a lot of people have this savior mentality about Trump, and I certainly don't. I'll call a lot of bullshit when I see it. And the number of executive orders that these presidents keep issuing is just, it's getting on my nerves. We can't pretend to be a 3-branch government anymore. I mean, Trump said it out loud. He pretty much said, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to try and do as much shit as I can and, you know, hope the judges let it go. It's amazing how much power we've given to the executive branch. We've essentially become a monarchy. So, you know, for what that's worth. And again, I'm not mad at all the executive orders that he's done. You know, removing the DEI nonsense, undoing a lot of the Biden executive orders. It's pretty good. That was the one I wanted to talk about real quick. I'm sure it's old news at this point already to everybody that watches this video. But on his way out, in like the last 2 hours of being president, Biden preemptively pardoned his family. General Milley, I believe it was, who was essentially giving information to China. And there's not much dispute about that aspect. And then Anthony Fauci. Preemptive pardon to Anthony Fauci. Oh, and the January 6th committee as well. Yeah, those are some interesting choices under the guise of fear of retribution from Trump. So, from what I heard yesterday, the Republicans have decided to continue with the January 6th committee instead of just letting it, you know, die out now that Biden's not president. He's like, let's continue this thing and see what you guys actually find. So that's funny. Again, I don't necessarily agree with all the pardons that he gave, but it is what it is. Trump, I mean. But the Fauci thing really pissed me off. You know, if he's not guilty. On the plus side, I just read today that Vladimir Putin wants to try him again for war crimes against humanity. So that's kind of cool. We'll see what comes of that. And I guess the last funny, interesting thing to discuss real quick. I'm in the state of New York. And some of you may have been familiar with our past governor, Andrew Cuomo, and his issues during COVID of putting sick people in retirement homes and killing a whole bunch of people and all that stuff. And he essentially got booted. We have a joke of a governor now, his sort of underling, who was, well, she just sucks. But I just been following. Apparently, he hasn't officially stated he's going to run yet, but apparently he's talking about running for mayor of New York City. Because Mayor Adams has had a lot of issues of taking money from other countries for favors and things of the sort. The only difference between him and others is that he's like, I'm not leaving. Go ahead. So he's still a mayor. But according to polls, New York City residents are more in favor of nominating Andrew Cuomo to be mayor of New York City. Dumb, dumb, dumb. But again, you know, not my horse show. I don't live in the city. I will never live in the city. I don't want to have anything to do with the city. So they can nominate whoever they damn well please. I don't really care. It doesn't really affect me too much. Other than the fact that, you know, a good portion of state tax money goes to bullshit New York City stuff. And, I mean, I get it. It's a huge population center of the state. But I don't need to pay for that. But that's how it all works. All right. This video's run long enough. I gotta go inside, make dinners for everybody. And go to my second job now. Dog settled in. Son settled in. My wife settled in. So, yeah. Here's to the end of a shitty week, hopefully. Friday and Saturdays are my days off, so after tonight I go into my weekend. Gonna be running around like an idiot all day tomorrow, running errands again. So that's great. But yeah, you know, it's what we call adulting around here. Gotta do it whether you want to or not. So, all right, guys, thank you very much for watching this. And thank you, Curmudgeon Piper, for your video. The slop spilleth over. Thank you for that video. I do concur. It has spilled over from 2024. But hopefully, things will start to normalize and life will move on again. So, all right, guys. Thank you very much. And I'll see you in the next video.